Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy, and I hope that you are ready for today's lesson, which will be the vocabulary building. But before we do that, let's take some exercises just to refresh our memory about our previous lessons. The first one, rewrite the active sentences as passive sentences. So we have an active sentence, and we will try to rewrite it and change it into the passive form. The first one, Bob broke the window. Bob broke the window. And pay attention if the verb here is a passive tense, the present tense. Pay attention to the verb so you know how to change it from active to passive. Again, Bob broke the window. How do you answer that? And also remember that the passive always focuses on what? Very good. Focus on the action itself. Rather than the doer, the passive always focus on the action. Again, Bob broke the window. Very good. The window was broken by Bob. We said was because broke here is past tense, that's why we put was. The window was broken by Bob. And notice here, broken is an irregular verb. The window was broken by Bob. The second one, the police catch thieves. The police catch thieves. They always catch thieves. So this is a present simple. So how do we change it to a passive form? Let's see. Thieves are caught by the police. Thieves are caught by the police. Again, an irregular verb. Caught. Again, thieves are caught by the police. Number 3, somebody had opened the door. Somebody has opened the door. How do we change this into passive? Has opened the door. Very good. You say, the door has been opened. Excellent. Number 4, they stole the car. Past tense. They stole the car. Yes, very good. The car was stolen. Just like the first one. The car was stolen. Number 5, somebody kidnapped the child. Somebody kidnapped the child. Kidnap the child. What's the meaning of kidnapping? Yes, taking people by force. Not taking something from them, no, taking them by force. Someone kidnapped the child. Very good. The child was kidnapped. The child was kidnapped. Number 6, they're going to hijack the airplane tomorrow. They're going to hijack the airplane tomorrow. If you remember the word hijack, what does it mean? Yes, very good. Taking moving vehicles like a plane, a train, or a car, taking them by force. So they are going to hijack the airplane tomorrow. This indicates a future. So, yes, very good. The airplane will be hijacked tomorrow. The airplane will be hijacked tomorrow. Why did we put will be? Because of the word tomorrow. We knew that this is in the future. That's why we used will be hijacked. Number 7, somebody has murdered the captain. Somebody has murdered the captain. What's the answer for number 7? Somebody has murdered the captain. Very good. The captain has been murdered. Number 8, the police detectives will solve the mystery. The police detectives will solve, future here also, will solve the mystery. How do we answer this one? This is also in the future, will solve. Yes, very good. The mystery will be solved by the police detectives. The mystery will be solved by the police detectives. Here's another exercise. Combine the sentences to create one past perfect or past perfect progressive sentence. We have two sentences and we have to join them together either in a past perfect or past perfect progressive sentence. The first one also, of course, use before, when, and because. Use before, when, and because. Number one, the two sentences are Maha was sleeping. This is the first sentence. The second sentence, she heard a knock on the door. She heard a knock on the door. So the scene here is that there's a girl named Maha sleeping. While she was sleeping, someone knocked on the door and she heard it. So how can you say this using the past perfect or the past perfect progressive? And here you can see in the answer, in the middle, we have the word when. When. It's an interaction between two actions. When. So that's correct. Maha had been sleeping when she heard a knock on the door. Again, Maha had been sleeping when she heard a knock on the door. Very good. Number two, the first sentence, I had a nice bicycle. I had, this is a past tense. I had a nice bicycle. It was stolen. I had a nice bicycle. It was stolen. And begin with the word before. Before, this indicates something in the past, before. So how do we answer this question? Very good. You say, before it was stolen, he's talking about his bicycle, of course. Before it was stolen, I had a nice bicycle. Before it was stolen, I had a nice bicycle. Of course, no, I don't. Before it was stolen, I had a nice bicycle. The third one, the first sentence, everybody liked him. Everybody liked him. Liked, it's a past tense here. Everybody liked him. The second sentence, the police arrested him for stealing. So now you can connect these two events. Everybody liked him in the past, which means they don't now. The second sentence, the police arrested him for stealing. So you can put the scenario here, which is before he was arrested for stealing, everybody had liked him. Again, before he was arrested for stealing, everybody had liked him. So there's a man, everybody liked him. When he stole something, no, they don't. They don't like him. Before he was arrested for stealing, everybody had liked him. Number four, her cat was lost. The second sentence, she was very sad. Her cat was lost. She was very sad. And remember to use before, when, and because. Because means giving a reason. Yes, this is very obvious one. She was very sad. Why? Because her cat had been lost. She was very sad because her cat had been lost. Last one, number five here. The first sentence, he was eating dinner. He was eating dinner. Number two, the police came to his door. He was eating dinner. The police came to his door. So he was eating, and then the police came. Do we use because as a reason? Of course not. So he had been eating dinner when the police came to his door. When, it means the interaction between two events. When. He had been eating dinner when the police came to his door. Here's another exercise. Describe what you think had happened or had been happening before the events described below. Use the past perfect or the past perfect progressive. So we have an event here. I want you to describe what you think that what happened here. What happened? Let's read the first event together. Number one, when Faisal opened the door, he was surprised. There were clothes all over the floor. His bookshelves were empty and the books were in a big messy pile. There was paper everywhere. The living room was also a mess. There was broken glass on the floor and the TV was gone. He looked around and knew what had happened. So what do you think happened here in Faisal's house? Everything is on the floor, the TV is gone, the books are on the floor, they are piled up. So what do you think happened here? Can you describe what happened here? And remember, use the past perfect or the past perfect progressive. What happened to Faisal? Can you guess? Okay, this is correct. Somebody had broken into the house before he got home. Somebody had broken into the house. To break into the house, it means to get there without an invitation. They broke the window maybe or the door. Somebody had broken into the house before he got home. Excellent, very good. Let's see the second event. Tara went to the market on Saturday. There were people everywhere shopping, eating, and selling stuff. She saw an old friend that was selling jewelry in a very crowded part of the market. She talked to her for a minute and then went to buy vegetables. When she reached into her pocket, her wallet was gone. She knew what had happened. So Tara here went to the market, and it was very crowded. And when she went to reach her pocket to take her wallet, the wallet was gone in the crowded market. So what do you think happened here? What had happened to Tara? Yes, if you use the past perfect or past perfect progressive. Very good. Somebody had stolen her wallet when she was talking to her friend. Somebody had stolen her wallet when she was talking to her friend. The third event here, Erica made a sandwich and decided to eat it outside in her garden. She put it on the table and went inside to get some water. When she came back out, the sandwich was gone. There was just an empty plate, but nobody was around. So she went back inside and made another sandwich. She put it in the garden, but then needed a napkin from inside. When she came back out, the plate was empty again. She looked around, but there was no one. Then she saw two big birds up in the tree, and she knew what had been happening. So once she put a sandwich outside and get in the house for anything, a napkin or a water, once she came outside, there was no sandwich. When she looked up at the tree, she saw two big birds. Of course, you can guess here what happened, but remember to use the past perfect or the past perfect progressive. Okay, this is what I wrote. The birds had been eating her sandwiches when she went inside. Of course, it's very obvious. When she went inside, the bird flew and took the sandwich. Again, the birds had been eating. This is past perfect progressive. The birds had been eating her sandwiches when she went inside. Excellent. If you also remember our previous listening lesson, what do you think the man is doing? He's learning in a self-defense class to stay safe. What do you do to stay safe from crime? If you remember, we said to hide your valuables, and also when you're traveling, to always take someone else with you. As we mentioned here, keep your valuables out of sight, travel with another person, stay alert, avoid unfamiliar locations, take a self-defense class, and remember to check if you did any of these. Also, we learned how to link two consonants. When a word ends with the same consonant sound that the next words begin with, the two sounds are linked. When a word is ending with a consonant sound and the other word, next word, is beginning with the same sound, link them. Link the sounds as if it's one word. And we took some examples here. Tips seminar, it's as if it's one S. The second example, important tips, as if it's one T. The third example, to prevent yourself from, as if it's one word with one F sound or one F sound. And here, don't let your guard down. And the last one, I must travel. I must travel, as if it is only one T. So this is today's lesson, the vocabulary building. The lesson objectives here is to figure out the meaning of new words. So we'll be learning today new words in order to get to the reading lesson. So you will see these words in the reading on page 26 and 27. Complete each sentence with one of these words. The words are assume, grim, pavement, coincidence, installed, suspect, display, and insured. Again, assume, grim, pavement, coincidence, installed, suspect, display, and insured. And the word here, suspect, is a noun. The word suspect is a noun because there's also a verb suspect, which we will know about later. Try to differentiate between them. First, let's learn the meanings of this word. The word assume means supposed to be the case without proof. When you assume something, you're not 100% sure that it's correct, but this is what you are assuming. You don't have any proof. Supposed to be the case. You think that this is supposed to be the case. This is supposed to be correct. Number two, grim, very serious or gloomy, a little bit sad, a little bit frightening. So this is a very serious or very gloomy, dark matter, grim. The pavement, which you can see on the street, is the sidewalk, the pavement where you walk by on the street. Coincidence, when you meet someone by coincidence, means very good, by accident, nothing planned here. Coincidence, something happening without any planning. It just happened by accident. What about the word installed? When you take your smartphone or your laptop and install a program, or you install some cameras in your house or even in your car. So what's the meaning of the word install? To place or fix. Place means put. Place means put. To place or fix equipment or machinery in position ready for use. So when you install something in your car or in house, it means that you put something ready for use. Suspect, a person thought to be guilty of a crime or offense. Suspect, a person who you think that he did the crime. He is a suspect, a person who you think that did the crime. Display, exhibition, things to show people. Display, to have something on a display. It means you put things for people to see. Insured, covered by insurance, just like your car. Your car is insured. It means that it is covered by an insurance. Okay, let's answer the first one. That watch is valuable. You should have it in case it's ever stolen. If you have any valuable thing, you have to what? You should have it in case it got stolen. Yes, that's correct. Insured. You should have it insured in case it's ever stolen, so they can give you a new one or maybe give you its value of money. Number two, the police are looking for the. He has dark hair and was wearing a green shirt. He has dark hair and was wearing a green shirt. So who's the police looking for here? Yes, very good, looking for the suspect. Number three, the news about the plane crash was there were no survivors. There were no survivors. All of them died. So a little bit, the news about this plane crashing was what? Yes, grim, a serious thing, a gloomy, dark event. And number four, I was just thinking of Tom when I bumped into him on the street. What? He was thinking of his friend Tom. While he was thinking, he bumped into him in the street by accident, of course. So, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Number 5, Alex had a new house alarm to keep his home safe. A new house alarm kit. He put it in his house. So, it means that he very good installed. Alex had a new house alarm installed to keep his home safe. Number 6, my brother fell at the skateboard park and broke his wrist. He broke his wrist. So he fell on the pavement. Number 7, I'm meeting her at the usual time, but maybe I'd better check. Maybe I should check. Maybe I'd better check again. So very good. I assume that I'm meeting her at the usual time, but maybe I'd better check. Last one here, the department store has a beautiful vacation. Yes, it's the last one. Display in their window. Display is something to show people. Again, the department store has a beautiful vacation display in their window. So check your answers with a partner. Check your answers with your friend or with your colleague. If you don't understand the meaning of a word, just try to look it up, look for the meaning in a dictionary. And that's it for today. See you in the next lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.